Welcome to Backroads of the Bluegrass, Episode 1, where we chase down vintage fine, classic cars, and roadside gems that take you back to the good old days. I love going to these places, and especially going to these places with Sherman. So here is our very first adventure for these videos. I hit the road after work, driving all the way from Hazard to meet up with Sherman and our dear friends, Eddie and Teresa in Columbia. From there, I climbed into Sherman's beautiful 1952 International. I absolutely love this truck. He hasn't had it long, but I love it. We cruised into Campbellsville for the first cruise in of the season. Now, we had our hearts set on eating at Druthers. It's supposed to be the last one in the United States. And I've heard of Druthers all my life, but I'm not 100% sure if I've ate there, so I was very interested in eating there. But unfortunately, it was closed for the night. But no worries. We rode into town and the streets was already alive with classic cars, even newer rides, vendors, and food trucks everywhere. We even seen a race car, which I thought was pretty cool. The atmosphere was absolutely buzzing, and after a 3-hour drive, this girl was starving Marvin. I was hungry. So Sherman suggested Brothers Barbecue Restaurant, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint. The food was incredible. I got the ribs, the sweet potato casserole, and the cabbage. And I'm an Eastern Kentucky girl, and that cabbage was good. And Sherman went all in with the simpler platter, and he said brisket was his favorite. And I tasted that too, and I have to testify it was pretty great. But as the sun started to set, the cars lined up the streets and began cruising Main Street. Now this took me back, way back to my younger years. We used to go up and down the main street of Hazard, Kentucky. It was so much fun, and it was fun that night. It was a perfect small town scene. But if you plan to come, definitely get there earlier than we did, so you can take it all in before dark, because by the time we ate, everybody had kind of closed shop and started cruising, but it was still a great experience. The next morning, we headed over to a neat little spot in Glasgow. It was on the square called George J's. It had the classic 1950 diner feel. Listen, it even had a character reading machine, which I thought was pretty neat, and of course, a jukebox. I was hungry, as always, but I forgot to even snap a picture of my food, but trust me, it was worth it. I had the French toast, which it was the old-fashioned French toast, and bacon, and it was cooked perfect. And Sherman had the sausage platter with biscuits and gravy. And yes, I tried his gravy, and it was daggone good. So if you're in the Glasgow area, I highly recommend it. We spent the rest of the day doing what we love: yard sales and thrift shops. And I have to say, I scored pretty big, and I'm pretty proud of myself. I found a brand new dress for $1. They originally retailed for $89. And you know what the best part is? It fit, and I liked it. So I had a pretty good day. But after a day of thrifting, we made a special stop to see Sherman's daughter Natalie, her husband Josh, and Sherman's sweet grandson Colton. He is fixing to be a month old, and I can't hardly believe it, but he is such a blessing and always brings us so much joy. We wrapped the weekend the best way we knew how, and that was going to church in Sherman's 1964 Chevy truck. And we enjoyed the service so much. But you know what? From cruise-ins to country roads, good food to great company, this is what Backroads of the Bluegrass is all about. We have so much fun, so come along and ride with us. I know it will be great.